Hey there, Leos. Welcome to my channel, T.W.INfiniteocean Tarot. Hopefully you're all well, happy, healthy, wealthy, abundant. I want to thank you for everything you do for my channel, as always. Your likes, shares, subscribes really mean the world to me. So today we're going to do a look at like a bonus September reading. We're going to look into your love, your money, and then some shadow work, which would be like blockages and things like that that could be causing interference in the different areas. So we're going to start with love. What does Spirit want you to know when it comes to love? Alright, Spirit. It was waiting for the right one. Alright, so we have ownership. And ownership says you acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. So taking ownership of the things that we've done, the good and the bad, will help our heart to become more full, and possibly somebody that's attached to you is going to be taking ownership of some of the things that they've done, rights, wrongs, etc. But let's get a look. Let's see, person attached to you or person coming in. What kind of information do we need from them? We've got inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. So you could have somebody attached to your energy that feels that the two of you, no matter how far or how much time has passed, you will always come back together. If you're going to be coming into a new union, that could say that the two of you will become inseparable. Let's see what kind of actions we can look forward to in the near future. Okay. We got self-love, which means I am still trying to heal. So the person is still trying to heal that is attached. So it might be a little bit of time as far as separate, action is taken. If you two are in separation, it could be advising like for you to spend more time on self-love for you. Let's see, what's future energy? We've got time. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. That could have been a past energy. That's possibly what they've felt in the past. We'll get some tarot and kind of get some more information on that. Time to me is basically like that divine timing, just waiting for that divine time. It doesn't necessarily have to be exactly what the card is saying. It can just be saying like at one time maybe they thought it was too late and that's why they haven't. But let's see, inseparable. Okay, we've got the Page of Cups. So this has a message of love. So you could be receiving a message of love from somebody new. Could be a water sign, possibly. But this also could be two energies. It's kind of what I'm getting is a past and a present. So there could be somebody that you could be meeting that you two feel inseparable, but there's still somebody attached to your energy as well. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles, scarcity mindset. And that's probably where that self-love needs to come into place, is that to heal that scarcity mindset that you or them both might have. Or it could be that somebody's not letting go of your energy. So this is the first time this happened with these readings, but what I'm kind of getting is maybe the more you start loving yourself will help that connection to be pushed aside and will bring in this new energy. The Page of Swords. Yeah, this person is watching from a distance, most definitely. But I think they say it's too late to take action. So they could be watching you even when you come into this new situation with this person. And they are finally realizing like it's too late, which might trigger them to take some ownership over the things that have happened or what roles that they've played. It might be different for everyone, but we'll see. All right, so next we're gonna look at your money or manifestations coming in. Get a look at those and put some moonology, being that the new moon is right at the current moment. Let's see. Alright. It says, what do you need to release? And it kind of looks like you might need to release whatever energy is holding on to you. It could be letting go of a scarcity mindset you have as well. It could really be a combination of anything. But we'll get more information and see. Maybe that's one of the blockages that are currently impeding on your manifestations from coming in. Alright, let's see. Well, we've got the Sun, so it looks like you're working on being happy, joyful, loving life. That could be what this person brings in too. And then I've got the World card at the bottom. So that's saying like a brand new world is opening up for you. But there's still something attached to your energy. It's kind of, and I don't know if it's like your own stuff that needs to be worked through, but I kind of feel like it's another energy over here. Let's see. The Two of Cups, yeah. You're going to be meeting somebody that, either that or you have met somebody that sees you and you see them. It's kind of lighting your world up right now. Now, the one thing I will say, this has to do with manifestations. If it has to do with money, then you're finally getting into that self-love, embracing that divine feminine, divine masculine, finding that happiness within yourself, finding that you are good just by yourself kind of energy, which is going to in turn bring in the love, right? And bring in the reasons to celebrate. So, but I did say this was about manifestations, and it's kind of like it's focused on love and money. So, yeah. It says in the near future, you're not going to have to worry for money. You're going to be stable. You're going to be secure. You're going to be financially abundant. But it's bringing those pieces together within yourself to know that you're worth it, and that regardless if you've never seen anybody do it, that doesn't mean that you aren't capable. A lot of times, because we've never seen it, we just don't believe that it can exist. Like, we've seen a lot of other people outside of the people we know become wealthy and rich and, have a bunch of things, but if we've never seen it like up close and personal, sometimes we feel like it's too far out of reach or whatever. But I believe you're finally seeing that anything is possible if you just believe. I know that sounds kind of corny, but it's the truth. And if you put towards the work and the effort. Yeah, we've got the Nine of Pentacles here. This is you becoming independent on your own, doing for yourself, really. And then I've got the King of Pentacles at the bottom. So it does have to do with somebody else as well, like a divine counterpart. I don't know if you're going to go into business with a divine counterpart, because the King and Queen of Pentacles are the ones that like achieve and build and grow, and they take on the world as far as the material world together. So it's like maybe you've come into some kind of union with somebody of like minds that helps you to grow, to change. Yeah, change from feeling like you don't have anything, which is that scarcity mindset, to being that you are love, you are happiness, you are already abundant. No matter if you have money in your pocket or not, you have the abilities to be abundant in this current energy, which brings in more abundance, you know? So it's like saying, share the love. Like there's somebody out there for you. There's opportunities out there for you. There's love out there for you, and security, because I got the Four of Wands here as well. But the choice is ultimately going to be up to you. What decision are you going to take? And that could be, you might be kind of holding on to the past a little bit, wanting somebody from your past, but also dealing with somebody in the current energy. So it's all about what choices you're willing to take and what it is that you want to do with it that are going to, ultimately be where this leads or whatever. So, let's move on to blockages. See what these blockages are about, because I definitely see maybe you're playing the middle a little bit. You're still holding on to somebody or something from the past, but also wanting the new as well. I do see that the new is coming in. I do see you loving yourself and all of those things, but there's still either somebody attached to your energy or you still holding on to something or somebody from the past. But let's see. Alright, so we have Devil in Drag, Identity Crisis. Ew. I don't want to see a devil in drag, let me tell you. But anyways, this could have a lot to do with, like, you're not sure who you are. Are you the person from the past, or are you the person that you are now? Maybe in the past you were a devil. Maybe in the past, you were a temptress or a tempter. Um, and it's hard to say that you're not that anymore because it is a part of you. But at the same time, that doesn't mean it is you. You are what you are. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the stuff that you went through in the past is just what made you into the person you are today. So it's okay to hold on to that. But at the same time, you're not that anymore. Like, you're not the same person you were yesterday. So it could just be a battle between that old energy that hangs on that makes you still believe that you're a temptress, you're a devil, you're a, toxic person because you were in the past. But that isn't you anymore. If you've changed, then it's not you anymore. And that could be where that scarcity mindset comes in. It's like, I don't feel that I'm worth it because of the things that I've done. But it's like I said, a lot of times we are stuck in purgatory because we can't forgive ourselves for what we've done. Even if everybody else were to forgive us. So I'm going to see about this. I'm going to pull from the Divine Masculine Haunted when it comes to your partnerships to see possibly what the blockages are or how the person is feeling that is still attached to your energy or that you're currently dealing with that could be causing a blockage. Let's see. Alright, so we have here, love me easy. You're the type of lover I can't go without. So I think it's definitely like somebody is haunted by your memory. They don't want to go without you. But for some reason I feel like that's the energy that's kind of watching you from a distance. Move past them. Now let's see what is your blockage. And this is from the Dark Mirror. Okay. So I have sacrifice. I think that you've lived your life up until this point investing a lot in other people. You've made the sacrifice. You could have been Captain Save-A-Ho, you know what I mean? You could have been out to fight the wrongs of the world and the injustices and to heal people, all of those things. But a lot of times, we sacrifice so much to other people, and we feel that we're ultimately, that's our place, right? So when things get good, we're like, no, it can't get good because I've got to sacrifice because I've done it forever. I've always given too much of myself. I've always showed up for people that haven't showed up for me. And that could just be the way you feel. You feel that you're covered in armor. Um, and the armor has protected your heart, because you realize, like, a lot of times when you sacrifice, you're sacrificing for the good of all. And a lot of people don't like that, and they will come for you, or they'll stab you in the back. And so this armor here could say that you have some armor around your heart still because of all the sacrifices you've made, all the pain that you've swallowed. Maybe there's pain that needs to be looked at. Maybe it's time to let the guard down a little bit. Let the armor fall. Like, stop being Captain Save-A-Ho. Let the hoe save you. I don't know. Excuse my language, but yeah, I feel that it's time for you to lay down the guard. Like, you don't have to sacrifice. Yes, it's cool to do good for others, but make sure that it's not a sacrifice to you. You know, because sacrifice ultimately means that you're risking it all for the good of everyone else, but not at the good for yourself. And so it's going back to that self-love. And that could be why you feel like you're in a scarcity mindset, because you're constantly giving and giving and giving, which leaves nothing for you. Whether it be money, whether it be time, whether it be attention or whatever. Like, start giving it back to yourself, and that will help heal that wound. Okay, so advice or outcome here. We've got thee who instigates, Regina, leadership, provocation, and power. And I kind of get that that's where this lies, right? In the past, you may have dabbled in both. You may have used your sacrifice as a way to be in power, or to be a leader, or to be the provocateur. Um, and that's just been your role for so long that you're not sure how to balance it, right? Like, to be a leader without the armor, to be a leader with your heart wide open, to be an inspiration, to be, without the dress and the boobs out and all that kind of stuff. You don't have to be that. In order to be a leader, sometimes you have to be humble. So maybe this is just saying, humble yourself down a little bit, open that heart space back up. Like, you don't have to be guarded anymore. Because ultimately, why put on the armor if it's going to be a sacrifice? Because you're just guarding yourself against what's coming back to you. You know what I mean? Instead of being able to receive what comes back. Because what you need to do is give to those that get back to you. And that way you don't have to keep that armor on. And that's true power. Like, being that leader without the armor, like, you never see the king wearing the armor. You don't see the emperor wearing the armor. You see the emperor, out in the open, They have people to do that for them. And that's power, but being humble as well. So that's what I got for you, my dear Leos. I hope that you like this style of reading. If you did, please hit the like button. And again, I appreciate everything you do for my channel. I hope you got something from this. If you did, please smash the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love you guys to the moon, stars, and Mars, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.